Greetings everyone, it's time for a video. Today this one's, I almost debated not doing this, but it's kind of a mini tool haul. It's a Lee Valley tool haul. I've shown some tools from Lee Valley before, something small I picked up in I think my random tool haul, so this is only their stuff. What this is some items I picked up from clearance. It's tools, as you would imagine. It's basically it's all related to sockets and extensions and whatnot. So I picked up 4 things. This is some 1/2-inch extensions as well as some special tools, and then I also have some adapters as well as some universal joints. So let's dive into it. So let's see, I'll cover the easy one first. So Lee Valley's had for some time, they've had these mechanics tools. It's not really like, like a set or anything. It's just some simple stuff, and it's focused on unusual stuff. They also have, say, like a homeowner's kit you can pick up, which has a number of things. It's like a compact set as well as some other stuff. So I had picked up a 3/8-inch set, which is similar to this one, which I'll come to in a second. And they weren't like bargain barrel price, but they were pretty inexpensive and made in Taiwan, so they're pretty decent. So I noticed they had a lot of stuff on clearance, and I decided to pick up some, and that's what this is. So this is the first thing I picked up, and they all come in these pouches, and I mean the pouches are kind of okay, I guess, if you are just going to throw this in a toolbox, but I'm not. I'm going to put it in something else. But so in some ways it's kind of a waste, but whatever. These are, it appears to be, there's no label or anything in terms of a manufacturer. The only thing you'll see on here, let's see, is like CRV, the 1/2-inch drive, and then 6, which is basically a 6-inch. It's all, chrome. It's made in Taiwan. All these are, which means it's probably a contract tool manufacturer that you might see who might make like Harbor Freight stuff or Cobalt or whatnot. And in fact, based on what I've seen, it's roughly similar quality. In fact, I'll pull in some Cobalt extensions here in a second, and you can compare for yourself and see that they're pretty much the same thing. In fact, I'd probably say it's the same company that makes them. Anyway, so these prices, like for example, these 4 items, they're on clearance, so they're pretty cheap. I got all of this stuff for $31, and when I get to it all, I think that's a pretty good deal. I do have some extensions, but given the price and some of the usefulness of some of this stuff, and there's a couple things I don't have, I said, well, why not? I'll pick up some. It can't hurt to have a few more. So anyway, you have your extension set. It's 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch. Like I said, these are pretty basic things. Let's compare this Cobalt and this one from Lee Valley. You can see they're very similar. You've got the same kind of cross hatching. Let me make sure you're focused here. Yeah, same kind of cross hatching. Chrome's a little different, but it's very similar. Length's a little bit off, but they're almost identical in terms of just overall fit and finish and how they are. And they work fine. There's no big deal. They have the ball lock. And that's about it, really. I mean, if you're buying this and if you're interested, you're pretty much going to get the same thing you get, like, say, from Cobalt, which isn't bad. The Cobalt stuff's pretty solid. They have a pretty decent reputation, at least in my experience. And then this is a slightly shorter Cobalt. I think this is, it doesn't matter. And then you have this one, which is a 6-inch. So I think this is a 5. And you can tell, I mean, it's pretty similar. There's not really much difference, but that's pretty much it for this. So, like I said, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right. Then we come to the more interesting one. And in fact, this is what I bought in the 3/8-inch size. So this is what they call a special set, and it's some unusual things. So let's see here. Let me spread this out a bit, and I'll use this kind of to hold it in place. You've got a magnetic extension, and which is kind of handy. So what it does is it'll fit in. Let me grab a 1/2-inch here. So like if you take it and you put it in like this, it will turn, let's see, it will turn this into a magnetic socket. There's the little extension goes in. It does kind of shorten your distance because it sticks out a bit. The 3/8 is a little better. And of course, you know, if you use it with a different socket from a different manufacturer, their specs might be slightly different, so it might fit a little different. But it's kind of handy, like if you want to have, maybe you're in a tight spot and you want to put something in, like, you know, a bolt, and maybe you want to, you're having problems holding it all, you can use this to help turn it into a magnetic socket. Now, of course, it does add length on with your ratchet, but hey, you know, it small price to pay if you want to do that, and it's, you know, it's pretty handy for that. Let's see what else we got. Then we have a locking extension. This is roughly 6-inch, same size, but it's a locking. So, like, for example, you can go and put a socket on, and let's see, yeah, it's not going to come off. Then this thing, yeah. So, you know, that's kind of handy. Again, it's a similar thing. Yeah, like if you want to maybe reach in longer, get something. They have a wobble. It's a 6-inch wobble. Same kind of as the Cobalt, honestly, but it's a wobble. Not really. You know, if you need a wobble and come in at a slight angle, you can do that. Then you get a sliding T-bar, which is pretty nice. A couple of balls on the end to prevent it from sliding. Pretty handy in some cases. And then the last thing is an L-bar. This is, or an L-handle, if you want to call it that. Pretty handy in certain cases too, if you want to get in and get into kind of an odd area sometimes. So that's the special set. Now, I picked this up in the 3/8, and I have that as well. And you know, it's roughly the same as the 1/2 inch, and they have this as well still, I think. Now, I mean, and I say that as of right now, everything they have is still in stock. So if you're interested, I'd go check it out quick, and I'll have a link in the description, obviously, to the clearance page and to these items individually. So anyway, that's for the special stuff. And again, these are things that if you really need them, or, you know, like the magnet one, I think is really handy. It can be something worth looking at. Let's see, then we got, this is universal joints, and, or no, yeah, this is universal joints. So you get 1/4 inch, 3/8 and a 1/2. To give you a quick comparison between the 1/2, this is a 1/2 Craftsman, and this is a 1/2 for this, and not much difference, a little longer. One significant plus is it has a screw. It's not the pin size, and if you looked at my recent video about fixing a loose universal adapter, then you'll know that this is kind of handy because you can use it to tighten up. But these are pretty good. They're pretty tight out of the box, no problems. I mean, I can move them, but they're going to hold their place, which is what you want. So, and they're pretty smooth. Like I said, not bad at all, honestly. I mean, you know, it's going to fit. I think it'll fit. Well, this one might be stiff. Yeah. There. So, pretty good though. And like I said, they have 3/8 and 1/4. So if you want to get these, you know, pretty good. I think these are like $5. So not too shabby. Last is, these are adapters, which this was actually one of the original reasons why I went there, because I have adapters, but I'm missing a couple, or like I only have one, and I want to keep one in the shop and then one with my tool stuff maybe inside for working on cars. So 1/4, 3/8, 3/8, 1/2, 3/8, 1/4, 1/2 and 1/4, which is a bit of an odd one. I wouldn't actually expect that I'd ever want to do that. But I guess, you know, if it's here, you can do it if you want. And then 1/2 to 3/8, and I have a Cobalt like that, and you can tell, you know, they're pretty close. So anyway, that's about it. Not really much to cover in this one. Like I said, it's just a pretty basic short video. As I record this, these are available, and they're not, I don't think they're too bad given the price and what they are. I think, and then of course Lee Valley's just a good company. I've had good experience with them over the years and have bought many things from them. So if you're interested, check it out. maybe you see something you like. This is just me. I've had this special set in the 3/8 for a long time. I'd say, I don't know, maybe a year or two, and I've used it in a couple spots where it's been pretty handy to have this stuff. So maybe somebody else might find some of this stuff handy to have, and I figured I'd just mention it just in case, since it's on clearance. It's a good deal. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, quest is quest, and thanks for watching.